Around the Ozarks is now on your FM radio. Listen to Around the Ozarks mornings with Grace Gooley as I spotlight local people, stories, and podcasts, all while playing the country legends of the 90s and the hit makers of the 2000s. It's on the Ozarks' best country, 105.1 The Bull. It's time for Around the Ozarks News, sponsored by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Thompson Sales, Advanced Car Care, Smouse Brothers, and United Plumbing. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Hey, everybody. Good morning to you on Monday. Hope you had a good weekend. We're going to start with, what happened over the weekend, I guess.
Yes, a very active night last night across the Ozarks. Several tornado warnings were issued in the evening hours. And this morning, we should get a better idea of possible tornadoes and the damage left behind in Springfield and beyond. It was also a very wet weekend, lots of rain for many of us. There is a flash flood watch and a flood watch in effect until 1 o'clock today. Be careful if you're out driving on some low-lying areas especially. And you can stay tuned for Abby Dyer, a meteorologist. She is around the Ozarks weather right after this newscast. A group of former Mercy Hospital Springfield employees is suing Mercy, challenging the hospital's COVID-19 vaccine requirements. The former workers say their religious beliefs conflicted with getting the COVID-19 vaccine mandate and say the hospital discriminated against them, denying their religious exemptions that they requested. Mercy says it carefully reviewed accommodation request and granted exemptions when the hospital deemed it appropriate.
All right, heads up on the roads in Springfield this week. New road work under Interstate 44. The underpass starts today and could delay you. Crews will close sections of Grant Avenue and Broadway at different times, preventing through traffic in active work zones. Access to local businesses and driveways will remain available and open from either end of the closures. There are detours and signs up alerting you to the construction, so heads up. Road construction also ramping up in Nixa today as workers begin the second phase of the Route CC roundabout project. The road work covers the area between Main Street and Rosewood Lane. That project should be completed early this fall, but it continues in earnest today. Again, that is in Nixa.
Okay. The Missouri Department of Transportation has imposed some new weight limits on two older Springfield bridges following recent inspections. That'll make you feel safe. The Kansas Expressway Bridge over I-44. So you know the one. That's a popular bridge. It has reduced load limits for large trucks, while restrictions have also been added to the Gasconade Street Bridge over US 65. Both structures were built in the 1960s and are rated in fair condition. The limits will remain in place until future rehab work is completed.
That Kansas Expressway, they're going to redo that whole thing as part of the I-44 project.
Yeah.
Get rid of the diverging diamond there, which was the very first one in the country.
Yeah.
You'll recall, but now it doesn't work, apparently.
Yeah. I mean, I think it still works. It's just the bridge is old, in fair condition, and this is part of revamping that whole thing, I guess.
No, it doesn't work. They're going to get rid of it and put in a whole new thing there.
I thought you meant like it didn't work as in you're going to fall in if you drive on it.
Oh, no. It just isn't ideal for that location. Right. You got the zoo exit there, the frontage road. It's a whole thing.
Yep. Okay. Now to this. Yesterday marked 34 years. Wow. Since the disappearance of Stacy McCall, Susie Streeter, and Cheryl Levitt, the Springfield missing three. They are still gone. Still no trace of them. They were last seen at their home on East Delmar in June of 1992. Have never been found. Despite decades of investigations by Springfield police, the FBI, and other agencies, that case is still cold and unsolved. Family members continue to hope for answers in what is really probably, arguably, I guess, the most well-known mysteries in the Ozarks.
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, there's never been any kind of trail that police have truly been on, I don't think. And and now some of the family members we're losing them. So they are not receiving the closure that they certainly want and needed before they passed. So it is such a sad deal. Such a sad
It is wild. It's wild because somebody knows something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
And it's rare for it to go on this long.
yeah.
Okay, up in Kansas City, opponents of a proposed new Royals ballpark have turned in more than 4,500 signatures seeking a public vote on the project. That petition challenges a city funding package worth about $600 million in taxpayer money for the Crown Center Stadium development. If the signatures are verified, city leaders will have to consider placing the issue before voters, which I think they've gone out of their way to try not to do. But that's because, voters turned down the Arrowhead package a couple of years ago. So we'll see. In Springfield, a new restaurant is opening today. How about this? You may have driven by it. Scratch Company is holding its grand opening on the first floor of the Plaza Towers at Sunshine and Glenstone. I saw this I was stopped at that intersection last week and I was looking at it and it looked like maybe it was already open. So I wanted to check on it. And now we know the grand opening is today. I think there was a soft opening over the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
But the grand opening today. Anxious to check that out. 7,000 square foot restaurant featuring seating inside, and then you can see the outside seating on the patio there. A rooftop dining area is apparently expected to open later this summer. So a couple of things there at the Plaza Towers.
Okay.
Revamped.
14-year-old boy from Grove Spring is now in the Missouri record books. Memphis Nelson landed a state record river red horse sucker while fishing on the Osage Fork of the Gasconade. The fish tipped the scales at just more than 10 pounds and measured 28 inches long. It's like a child. Conservation officials confirmed that record after verifying the catch on their certified scale.
Our boy is a fisherman, so I called him in and showed him the picture of this young man. What's his name? Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Memphis has a pretty good solid mullet going on, but I'm showing Griffin that and the fish.
Awesome.
And Griff said, "Man, that's a big sucker fish." And I said, "Well, yes, it is, son. The largest in the state in history." So he was impressed.
That's cool. Yeah,
he was impressed. Fun. Yeah. Okay. Visit Springfield has released a new documentary miniseries celebrating the city's Route 66 heritage. Just in time, all the Route 66 stuff happening for the 100-year anniversary. The 4-part series is titled Springfield on 66 and features local landmarks, historic businesses, and the people who helped shape the legacy of the Mother Road here in Springfield. All 4 episodes are now available online as part of the Route 66 Centennial Celebration. So look it up and check them out.
Okay. Springfield is preparing to host one of the nation's largest automotive events later this week. The Hot Rod Power Tour arrives Thursday at Missouri State University with more than 6,000 cars going to participate. Organizers say that event will attract visitors from all across the country and be a boost to our local economy, hotels, restaurants, different businesses. Admission for spectators is free. So go check it out.
All right. A lot of people love to look at those old cars.
Yes.
Hot
and
rods.
Ethan would prefer this one. Thousands of Jeep enthusiasts are expected in Branson starting Wednesday for Jeep Branson 2026.
That sounds fun.
Yeah,
it does.
5-day event includes a major expo at the Branson Convention Center, parades, shows, live entertainment, and charity fundraising. A new patriotic Jeep parade benefiting veterans charities is also among the highlights this year.
I like that. I've never been to a Jeep Jamboree type event. This is a little bit different from that, it sounds like. But I like Jeeps and I like Jeep people. So
yeah. Didn't we... I guess it wasn't a jamboree, but remember when we went jeeping in Seymour?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that was not an organized thing. That was just us. So the jamboree is like you get dozens of people in Jeeps following
Yeah.
each other on long trails out of town.
Right.
You
But I
travel
felt
to
like
Wyoming.
I felt that day very in the crowd, like we were one of them.
Like you were cool or something?
Yeah, we like gave like if you're holding onto the steering wheel, just the
That used to happen.
Could you show me one more time how that goes?
It doesn't happen anymore. You're driving and you just go.
One time, this was a long time
the Jeep
ago,
wave.
but Ethan actually lectured me that my wave was actually not correct for like a real Jeep driver.
Yeah.
I was like too jovial. I think I was like too excited. Like, hey, look at me. I'm driving a Jeep. And he was like,
yeah,
no,
you're trying too hard.
I was trying too hard. I was trying too hard. I felt really cool. I just learned how to drive a stick shift. And
that was a long time ago, but I can tell you that Jeep drivers, there's so many Jeeps now and so many people driving them that nobody does the Jeep wave anymore. Unless you find somebody, like I have a 95 Wrangler.
Like think Jurassic Park.
Yeah, it's the same exact Jeep from Jurassic Park, the first one, and Rio Grande. And I do the Jeep wave only to people in super old Jeeps now because it's the only people who get it.
Yeah, Ethan's actually secretly judging every other Jeep driver. Like if your Jeep has an air conditioner, he's like, please, like rolls his eyes.
Even more than the air conditioner, those dumb ducks. If you have those ducks on top, I don't want any part of it. They give those little ducks to people. I can't.
Yeah, I'm aware. That's fun, Ethan. Some people like games and relationship.
No, it has nothing to do with a Jeep. Sorry. I gotta draw the line somewhere, and the ducks are it for me. I can't do it.
All right, out on the ducks. It's fine. All right, well that'll do it. I hope you have a great Monday. We encourage you to tune in to Abby Dyer, kind of see what's going on with the weather. So yeah, stay tuned for that. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, brought to you by Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet, and Godfather's Pizza. Here is your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Somehow it is June 8th in the Ozarks, and it is really going to feel like summertime across the Ozarks as we head into the new work week forecast. A little bit of rain and storm activity out there. Of course, a whole lot of it yesterday evening, and we still are holding on to a bit of activity early this morning. So you might want to have the umbrella just nearby today. Most are dry at this hour. However, we'll hold on to some isolated showers and storms around the region. Temperatures are very mild. We've got numbers starting out near 70 degrees, and we will see a high temperature today in the upper 80s. It's going to be hot later today. It's muggy for sure. And there's another opportunity for some isolated showers and a few thunderstorms across the region. We had a couple get on the strong side yesterday, a couple of tornado warnings north of Springfield in the late afternoon hours. Then some stronger storms moved through. We are still seeing a flood watch in effect. We've had a whole lot of rain here over the last couple of days, and we'll continue to see at least an isolated chance for the rest of the region. A flood watch is going to be in effect for most of the area today, including Springfield, until 1 p.m. Whole lot of water falling in a short period of time, anywhere from 1 to 3 inches with the rounds that just came through yesterday and this morning alone. So we'll hold on to that flood watch until 1 p.m. Do be careful. If you're going to be driving around early this morning, you might see some flooding happening, residual flooding along areas that are prone to it. You might just have to find another way around, and water levels are going to go up here in the next couple of days. We're going to see the effects of all this additional rainfall, and our rivers, streams, and lakes are going to see an increase. Today, the best chance for rain is going to be in our eastern counties, and I think it's heavy rain for the areas east of Highway 63. That happens later this afternoon as thunderstorms kind of bubble up on the radar again. We'll see temperatures that warm up quickly. In fact, when you're starting out in the upper 60s and low 70s like we are this morning, it's not difficult to warm up, even with a little bit of sunshine. So our temps skyrocket today. We go to the upper 80s. It's going to feel very muggy. Heat index values are going to be something that we hear a lot of this week. It will feel hot and summer-like. So if you're looking ahead at the forecast, you'll see some dry days, but it's not a great choice for outdoor projects. I think it's going to be really muggy in the Ozarks for quite some time. We've got more showers and thunderstorms that are possible later today. And overall, the theme this week is going to be for hot and humid weather. Even today, with the isolated rain chance, we have heat index values that will be anywhere from 90 to 100 degrees. And it gets worse. Heat index could feel more like 105 tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday. It's just going to be really hot and sticky here with actual temperatures getting to the 90s for the first time this summer. That's going to happen as early as Tuesday and last through Thursday of this week. So hot and humid weather heading our way. All right, it's time for that Around the Ozarks. Look across the country. We've got excessive rainfall for parts of the middle Mississippi, Ohio, and Tennessee valleys today. There's also some severe weather making headlines. Most of that today is going to be isolated to the northern plains, and that's where we will also see it exist tomorrow in the forecast. So very active across the middle part of the country with lots of us, including us here in the Ozarks, seeing some rainfall. The Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question that I left you with late last week had to do with heat, extreme heat. It's going to be hot for us here in the Ozarks, but not quite this hot. Where on earth was the hottest ambient air temperature ever recorded by a thermometer, hitting a scorching 134 degrees Fahrenheit? It happened in 1913. And the options were the A, Sahara Desert in Algeria, B, Death Valley here in the USA, C, Dach-e-Lut in Iran, or D, Dalal, Ethiopia. And the answer, not necessarily a record we would like to win, but it's us here in America in Death Valley. So congrats if B was your guess. Here's the next trivia question that I'll leave you with for Tuesday morning. What is the name of the phenomenon where raindrops fall through a layer of dry air and evaporate before reaching the ground? Do you think that is A, drizzle, B, virga, C, sleet, or D, mist? Let me know what you think. You can do that at the website. It's aroundtheozarks.com. Big shout out to our sponsors this morning: Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, Taylor Grubauer Chevrolet, and Godfather's Pizza. Stay cool today. Stay dry too. Grab the umbrella and prepare for the heat and humidity. I'll be back to chat with you first thing tomorrow morning. Have a great day.